husband of Stacy Holmes, father of Megan Holmes, born 1944, died 1987. Wife of Luke Holmes, mother of Megan Holmes, born 1948, died 1987. Daughter of Luke and Stacy Holmes, born 1980, died 1987. Loving wife of Herman Sanderson, 1951 to 1992. Loving husband to Cassandra Sanderson, 1945 to 1999. Rot in pieces, 1969 to 1999. Ray and Janis's shared grave. Even death couldn't keep these two apart. Son, husband, father, friend, 1977 to 1999. Hey, Chug. Miss you, dude. I can't. Son of Lisa and Jim Johnson, 1976 to 1999. They never did find Larry's body. Mother of Larry Johnson, wife of Henry Fisher, 1956 to 1999. Lisa was always nice to me. She treated me like family. Husband of Lisa Johnson Fisher, father to Sal Fisher, 1947 to 1999. I can't imagine how much this hurts Sal. Son of Henry and Diane Fisher, 1976 to 2004. I wish you were here, Sal. Sorry I haven't visited in a few nights. Things have gotten worse. It's been 5 months since Todd escaped from the institution. I hope he's okay.
He's gotta be under that darn church. It's the one place we haven't been able to get to. They're down there. I know they are. And they have my Todd.
Did you get the rest of the C4 from your army friend?
I got it last night. Have you found a way in?
I think so, yeah. We should go Tuesday night. That's when they're least active. Remember our agreement. If we get caught down there...
We won't. We're going to get Todd, then blow that place to bits.
Neil, I'm serious.
So am I. But if we do get caught, then yeah. We take them down with us. I'm ready.
Good. At least one of us is. I remember taking this photo. It was after Larry's dad left. Larry and his mom stayed with his grandmother for a few years. They lived down the road from me. That's when we became good friends. Hi, Gizmo. You need anything? Hey, Mabel. How are you today? Neil and I are going to get Todd back soon. We may have to stick him in with you. At least until we can figure out a better solution. I hope you don't mind. I've got to run out to the shed real quick, but when I get back in, we'll get you some nice warm soup. Maple's corruption notes. Day 1. Maple has become a threat to herself and others and had to be locked up. Day 7. Most of the time, Maple remains conscious and alert. She is grateful that we are working to find a way to help her. Day 11. The corruption seems to be most active at night. Today, we reinforced the cage and added restraints for everyone's safety. Maple didn't love the restraints, but understood why they were needed. Day 20. The infection is getting worse. We're only able to speak with Maple about 50% of the time. The rest of the time, she acts like some kind of demon or something, driven by violence. Day 32. Maple has become difficult to interact with at all, and her physical appearance has begun to change. Day 39. She started screaming during the night and didn't stop until her throat bled. Day 42. The screaming has continued the past few nights. Luckily, no one lives close enough to hear it, and basement muffles most of the sound anyway. Day 45. Her screaming finally stopped, but she's not looking so great. Day 46. We can't get her to eat anything. Day 51. She's still refusing to eat. We've been force-feeding her as much as we can, but it's difficult. Day 64. Maple is starting to smell pretty bad. Still not eating. We got these weird pyramid things in the mail. Another package from a mysterious cultist insider. Todd had a third pyramid in the shed. In his notes, he says he found it in the temple under the old apartments. They seem to be pretty important. There are several mentions of a prophecy in Todd's notes about them. He was actively looking for the other two. I think they might be linked to you somehow. No matter how I turn these, nothing happens. I thought something would happen this time. Sal, there's something else I need to tell you. The replacements were sloppy at first, but they're getting better now. It's harder to tell the difference. I can't trust anyone.
Those things creep me out, dude. They aren't human.
I know what you mean.
So you think that pyramid thing that Todd found could help us find Sal?
It seems like it. I've pieced together what I could find out about the old cult prophecies. And from what I can tell, there are 3 pyramids that will summon their destruction. All signs point to Sal as the one who can stop them. I'm not sure how or why, but it's the best chance we have.
I always knew Sally Face would do great things. Don't give up on him, Ash. You have to find him.
I won't. Ever. I just need to find the other 2 pyramids.
Once I'm free from this fucking treehouse, I'll help you find them.
Larry, I don't know if this is a good idea. What if burning down the tree only makes things worse?
Trust me, it can't get any worse. I can't live like this anymore. Or, not live, but whatever. can't stay stuck in this place. You don't know what it's like. It's torture. I can feel it changing me. Nothing else has worked to break the binding spell.
What if you end up in the black room instead of being free? Your soul will dissolve into the darkness.
We don't know that for sure. And even so, the nothingness would be better than existing like this. Please, Ash, you have to help me.
If I do this, you have to promise me you'll be okay. Promise me you won't fade away.
I promise.
I went back to the burnt tree every night for weeks. He's just gone. I can't bring myself to go anymore. Another screw up in a long list of my failures. This morning I went over to Neil's place, but hello? Neil? You home? Todd, he's been infected by the dark. This occurred in people across Knockfell and is usually brought on by the devourers of God. Other findings of this process may also be able to take place naturally, without the intervention of occult rituals. At first, we were able to speak with Todd, and we were able to get some information from him. Over time, the darkness spread, and Todd lost that lucidity. Now he's escaped from the hospital, with help from the cult. Luckily, they want him alive, so he's safe there until we can figure out how to break him out. In the meantime, we've continued Todd's work, and finding a cure to reverse the infection and cleanse the possessed body. I believe we are close to figuring it out. We just need a bit more time. Mysterious Whaler. Occultist insider providing helpful intel. But who is it? And why are they betraying the cult to help us? We still don't know the answer to these questions. Though we wouldn't have gotten this far without their assistance. They provided us with details about cult operations and locations, albeit in vague, quickly scribbled notes. Phelps Ministry. It's not simply an old church that sits on Chapel Hill. The church is the entry point to the main temple of the Devourers. After the mysterious destruction of the Addison temple, the Phelps temple was heavily guarded for a while. Eventually, the security loosened up. It's our suspicion that it is due to the cult having indoctrinated the majority, if not all, of the local government leaders. We have to be careful of who we trust. I grabbed the C4 from Neil's bag since we were supposed to go to the temple that night. Todd's notes. The legend of the Greys. The Grey family is a tribe of Native Americans, but there aren't many historical records of them. Even though there are relatives of the Greys living in Knockfell today, their ancestry appears to be more legend than fact. It is said that their family was formed when a great owl swooped down from the night sky and made love to a man who was lost in the woods. Weeks later, a beautiful woman burst out from inside the man. A nearby pack of wolves came to eat the bits of flesh of the man. By eating his flesh, the wolves became indebted to the young woman. Over time, the wolves became human and together with the young woman formed the first member of the Grey tribe. Descendants of the woman are said to have the ability to see the future. The origin story was likely fabricated and evolved over time. However, there may be a grain of truth to the proclamation of psychic abilities. The slaughtering of children. August 16th, 1984. 255 children and 32 adults were murdered across North America. However, surprisingly, it didn't make the headlines. The story was covered here and there, but not by major news outlets. It is now my understanding that the cult had something to do with this and was likely the orchestrator of the whole thing. If true, that means that their reach could extend much further than we expected. A terrifying thought. Crap, this isn't good. That sounded like the front door. There was a note left on the table for me. Ash, they have Maple and Neil. You need to move quickly. The temple is lightly guarded today. Sneak into the entrance I told you about before. Once you get into the main chamber, you'll have to act stealthily. There are 4 pillars with insets that hold sacred jars. If you place the explosives there, it's sure to bring down the whole place. Stick them behind the jars and they'll be safe. It's forbidden to touch those jars. Be careful and good luck. On the back of the letter, there was a hand-drawn map with the location of the jars. I didn't waste any time. I went to the temple right away.
Without the factory, we'll lose more members. Ever since the fire, his orders have been increasingly erratic. How many senators?
Shh. Don't talk like that. Do you want to end up like the Packertons? Everything will work out. Just have faith, sister. The dissension will soon be upon us.
Oops, I better move from the spot quickly. too risky. That's all of them.
Ash?
Neil, are you okay?
I've had better days. How the heck did you get in here?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we gotta get you out of here. What about Maple and Todd? Have you seen them?
Maple is in the next cell over, and Todd is here. I saw him when they dragged us here. They have Todd in a different room. I'm not sure where, though. They knocked me on the head pretty hard. Ash, I think something big is going down real soon. Something bad.
Okay. Did you see where they put the keys? I'll get you out and then we can grab Maple and Todd.
One of the guards has the keys, but it's too dangerous. Even if you could somehow get it, you and I aren't going to be able to handle Maple and Todd. They're too far gone.
We can do it. I know we can.
I think it's time for Plan B.
Neil, no.
Save yourself, Ash. Someone has to live through this.
I'm not leaving you guys down here. I can't lose any more friends.
I don't think we have any other option.
You there!
Crap. Wait. I know that voice. Who are you? Travis?
You need to leave. If they catch you here, it won't end well.
You look horrible, dude. What happened to you?
Don't act like you give a shit about me. Just get out of here.
Come on, man. You can help us get Maple and Todd. Let's all get out of here together.
Trust me when I say it's beyond impossible.
I know there's some good in you, Travis. Sal saw it too. He stood up for you when no one else would. You know he did. Do this for him.
Sal is dead, and you'll be too if you stay here any longer.
Damn it. Why won't you help us?
I'm trying to.
He's right, Ash. You should go.
But...
It's okay. I've made my peace with it. I'll finally be with my Todd again.
Travis pretty much had to drag me out of there. I didn't want to go, even though I knew they were right. And I know we planned to blow the temple up even if we failed, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to press that button, knowing that our friends are down there. If you're out there somewhere, please, Sal, I need your help. Please. You can't be gone.
It's happening again. The flashes. What am I?
You are unbound.
You are broken.
You must balance yourself. Fight the chaos within. Don't let your nightmares infect your reality, Sal. Find your center.
Don't listen to them, Sal. You must give in to your dreams. Give in to the chaos to reach your full potential.
It is too dangerous. He's not ready.
Follow your heart, child.
No. Listen to your mind.
Who are you?
We are everything.
And nothing.
Where am I?
You are everywhere.
And nowhere.
Have I been here before?
You have always been here.
Never mind.
The struggle of mankind ripples across the cosmos as they strive to escape the dusk. Yet, all things must eventually return to the shadows.
The dawn of mankind has triumphed over the oldest conflict. They are something from nothing. You must not allow them to be extinguished.
Hello?
I'm glad you remembered where I was.
Do I know you?
We've spoken many times, Sal.
Alright, are you gonna be as cryptic as the voices? Hold on. Jim?
I was once. Well, part of me was. I've made many sacrifices to get here, and I've lost so much along the way.
I guess that's a yes on the cryptic thing then. I'm so sorry about your family. Evelyn, Larry, Lisa.
Yes, I used to be as well. There was a time I thought I could save them by changing the future. It was all I wanted. Lisa and Larry were the light of my life. I had never known such a deep love. I do not hold you responsible for their deaths. I understand what had to be done. You lost a lot that day too. But it is the nature of life. All living things must come to an end. I remember what it was like to live, to feel. I do not miss the constant cloud of emotions.
It was all for nothing, though. The shadows still live, and the Devourers are gonna call forth the plague. Their reach has grown too far. I stopped nothing. I died for nothing. I killed for nothing.
You can still stop them if you wish to. In fact, you are the key to their destruction. If that means anything to you now.
Is this that prophecy nonsense again? I don't think I'm much of a chosen hero. I couldn't save anyone.
There are no chosen heroes. Only those who choose to do heroic acts. Win or lose, light or dark, good or evil. These things don't hold much significance to me anymore. But I would still like to help you, if you so choose.
How can I do anything like this?
Upon dying, your soul was shattered. This occurrence has awakened a unique ability within you. You will be able to drift into parallel worlds. Though it will take some practice.
How do I get back to my world?
It will be difficult, but I have prepared for your arrival. I built a device to help you. Your friend, Ashley, has gathered the device above your grave in your world. This is good. However, there are more components, and they must be aligned across the 3 realities that they have been hidden in. The 3 pyramids of Asinthma are each sealed within 3 puzzles. You must gather them all.
If you hid these pyramids of Asinma or whatever, can't you just grab them for me?
That is not possible. I can no longer intervene in such matters. I have also erased the solutions from my memory, in case anyone tried to steal them. However, I can guide you to their locations.
Okay, well, that will save some time at least. Where do I start?
There used to be a door here. Just a second. There it is. You'll find your way through that door. Keep your wits about you.
I'm afraid moving still isn't an option for us. The house has been on the market since, well, 4 years now.
It's an important step that I hope you'll be able to take soon. In the meantime, I believe that the cat will be of great comfort to Sal. He's shown a lot of improvement over the past month after he was assigned to the kitten.
Are you sure he's ready to come home?
He is more than ready, Henry. Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah, it'll be good to have my son back.
Well, this isn't what I was expecting.
You have awakened a new soul connection. You may find it a bit strange at first.
Actually, it feels pretty natural. Like I've been here the whole time, like waking from a dream.
In the beginning, I found the odd sense of familiarity to be unsettling, but I am not like you. You'll find the first pyramid somewhere in this house.
On it. It's jammed shut. Looks like a letter from Ashley. Sal, I'm sorry I didn't believe you before. I really wanted to. I tried so hard to be there for everyone, and now it's all falling apart. I hope it's not too late to fix things. I hope that I can somehow make up for my mistakes. I need you to know that it just ends there. Something must have interrupted her.
Sal? Sal, is that you?
It's me.
You sound faint. Why is your ghost like this? How is this possible? There are so many things I want to tell you.
Pyramids.
Oh, one of them is glowing now. This is closer to what Todd had in his notes. Let me take a look.
You did it, Ash! Oh, back here again. Well, on to the next one.
Technology is the perversion of nature, the folly of humankind. Their lust for betterment will be their undoing.
Technology is a creation of humankind. Humankind is a creation of nature. Thus, technology is the evolution of nature.
So, what happened to you?
As you know, I was once human. After accidentally discovering a new world, I also discovered love. I died trying to protect that love. My human form was forfeited, and my soul wandered the void for eons. In the endless black, I strived to return home. When I realized it was impossible for me, I found a way to reach into other worlds. A bridge. In order to use such technologies, my soul needed to change. And as I continued to use the bridge, my soul continued to change and evolve. Now, I am far from human.
What is all this junk?
These are many of the inventions that I have tinkered with. As an engineer in a past life, it seems the desire to create is still within me. A lingering remnant of my lost humanity.
Be right back. Dad, when will Mom get out of the hospital? Do you think she'll recognize me with my new face?
God damn it, Sal! Can we not do this today?
I just miss her.
She's dead! She's fucking dead! Mom isn't coming home.
What about the man with the dog face?
We've been over this.
Nobody believes me. But I did see the dog man.
That's enough, Sal.
I chose the pink one because that's Mom's favorite color. I hope she'll recognize me with it on. I've been looking for this spot. I spent so much time out in these woods, searching for some evidence that this was real, that I wasn't losing my mind.
The council went to great lengths covering it up. They had hidden it with a concealing spell, as they called it. Of course, what they consider magic is merely science that they don't understand.
That makes sense. Though I'd have to be honest, it's a pretty dreary way to explain magic. Anyway, I'm guessing you have some hidden things of your own around here, yeah?
The second pyramid is here.
Another one lit up.
Keep going. I'm getting stronger.
You don't look so great, Sal. I'm gonna figure this out. Let's get you back to normal.
We are shadows of a sleepless dream.
We are the dreamer of all that is.
Will I be broken forever?
Your soul may be forever fragmented. It is a rare occurrence, but not unheard of, and not unexpected, given the circumstances.
I can't say I was expecting this.
It is the reason you are able to drift between worlds. It is the only way you'll be able to effect change and bring an end to the devourers of God.
Why me, though?
Because it is what you have chosen.
What are these pyramids doing exactly?
When your soul was shattered, so too was your ability to remain in your home world. The pyramids will merge together those pieces of your soul, so that part of your being may once again exist.
Man, death is more complicated than I imagined it would be. Is this place a dream? It feels different from reality. Hazy and uncertain, like a dream. I know I've been here before, somehow.
There is no easy answer to this question, because there are no words to describe it that you can understand. It is both an ethereal dream and a physical place. It is solely your mind, and yet it is all minds. It is infinite and finite. It is the dark and the light. It is...
Okay, thanks. I think I get the idea. Be right back.
Are you ready for your first day of school, Sally?
I don't know.
It'll be fun. You'll get to meet a bunch of kids your age and make lots of new friends.
But what if they don't like me?
That's impossible. You're the coolest guy I ever met.
Me?
Of course.
I don't want to leave you, Mommy.
You don't have anything to be afraid of, my love. The teachers will take good care of you, and I'll be right here when you get back.
I love you.
I love you the most, Sally. Don't you forget it.
Is this the cave by Wendigo Lake? I don't remember it being so big.
Another illusion created by your favorite cult.
Whoa! Was that a joke from Mr. Serious?
No, it is me, Jim Johnson.
Okay. I'm gonna go find the last pyramid.
Godspeed.
Hello?
Whoa, back off, dude. I'm tougher than I look. I'm not afraid to put you down.
Hey, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just looking for something I lost.
Aren't we all? Well, you better not try anything. I'm watching you.
I promise I won't. My name is Sal Fisher.
Tala Gray. So what are you doing in these caves, Sal Fisher? Besides sneaking up on people?
I was just about to ask you the same question. I don't think I've ever seen you around Knockfell before.
My relatives are from here. I don't visit too often, but my grandfather has recently gone missing.
Unfortunately, that tends to happen a lot around here. I hope you find them.
Thanks. My grandfather was fascinated by these caves. He used to tell me that our ancestors made all these paintings. He said they depicted a warning of a hungry beast that hunts in this land.
Have you seen a small metal pyramid around?
A small pyramid, huh? I'm guessing that's the thing you lost?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that around here. Sorry.
What about some turny hexagons?
You're just out here, with a mask on, looking for a bunch of shapes, huh?
It's a prosthetic.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be more help with your geometry.
I don't understand what's happening, but the third one is activated now. Will this bring you back?
My ghost will be able to interact, but my body cannot be revived.
Are you sure? The prophecies are vague, but that suggests that you will take physical form.
I'm not sure of anything.
All right, let me take care of this last pyramid. Sal? Damn it! This was supposed to resurrect you! Are you okay?
It hurts.
There's another part to Todd's notes, but I haven't been able to make much sense of them. I'm so sorry, Sal. I failed you again. You deserve better than this. You deserve better than me. Wait, I think I know what it means. I know what I have to do. I would gladly die if it means that you will live. This is how I can make up for everything I've messed up.
No.
Go save them, Sally Face. I hope we meet again.
How many loved ones will you kill to save the world? What will be left worth saving?
You okay, Larry?
Yeah, dude. I just got something in my eye.
I told you this movie's emotional.
It's just so beautiful. I hope they end up together in the end. They deserve happiness after all the shit they've been through.
Yeah. Hey, Larry?
What's up?
Do you think that anyone could ever love me like they love each other?
Who wouldn't love you? Don't be stupid. You're Sally Face. You're perfect, dude.
Of course Neil can move in. I'm surprised it took you this long to ask, honestly.
His current lease is nearing its end now, which is why I waited.
I'd be happy to have him at our place. I'm sure Larry will too. Though Larry probably won't move in until next year.
Right. Well, thank you. Neil will be excited to hear the news, and I will be very glad to have him close by again.
What's wrong, Sal?
I'm just no good at this. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I've been having a great time painting with you.
You're an amazing artist, Ash. And a wonderful teacher. I'll never be as good as you, though.
Sure you can. All it takes is practice and determination. But only if you want it, you know? You don't need to be good at everything you do. Some things we do just because they're fun and we like doing them. Or even just to spend time with people we like.
I guess you're right. And I have been enjoying this time together. Very much so.
I'm glad to hear that. Anytime you want to paint or just hang out, you let me know.
Ashley. wish you would have seen yourself the way I did. You weren't a failure in my eyes. You were always there for me. You gave me hope when I needed it most. Even when you saw the horrible things I'd done. Even when you couldn't believe the reasons I had to do those things. You stood by me. That means everything.
The ritual requires one final step. Seize the power of the Blade of Osiris.
What's happening to me?
Ash, can you hear me?
Sal, where are you?
Ritual has awakened a power within my being, but I cannot return to your world. You must be my sword in the darkness.
This power I feel, this is you?
Yes.
Holy shit, Sal.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Whoa. Thank you for trusting me with this.
I couldn't have obtained this power on my own, Ash. It's all thanks to you.
Let's go kick some cultist ass. Where is everyone? The center chamber is sealed shut. How are we gonna get in there?
I think I can get us in.
I spent so much time blaming myself for what happened. I never stopped to thank you. You sacrificed yourself to protect me. You were the best person I ever knew. Every day of my life, I've tried to live up to your sacrifice.
Lisa, I know that you and Larry must hate me for leaving. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do. It shattered my heart. Maybe it doesn't mean much now, but I need you to know that I left to protect you both. I thought I could keep you safe by keeping it all secret. I've gotten mixed up with dangerous people. They were threatening to hurt you. if I did join them. I believe they're also responsible for our stillborn daughter, though I haven't found hard proof of that. Now, they're planning a mass murder of children across the globe. They think these kids are a threat to them. I have to stop this from happening. This damn cult is doing with powerful forces they don't understand. I've been secretly sabotaging their efforts where I can, but I'm going to need to take greater action to stop the killings. It's likely I won't survive this. I hope that you and Larry can forgive me. Above anything, I hope that you will both have long and fulfilling lives, and that you will find happiness. I love you with all the pieces of my broken heart, Jim.
We've been expecting you.
What have you done?
The final dissension is upon us. On this night, mankind will triumph over God.
You killed them.
And many others. We are destined to be so much more than.
Shut the hell up, you psycho. I'm gonna end you.
I thought you might feel that way at first.
Todd! Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of this.
Sal? Is that you?
I didn't think I'd ever see you again. What happened?
When the treehouse burned, I was lost in the void. I spent so long there, dude. Like, really long.
I can tell. I like the beard, though.
But yeah, there was this weird tree. The roots were all cosmic-y and stuff. Creatures gathered around and worshipped it. They called it the Mother Tree. I'm still not really sure how, but it helped me find my way back.
I think I've seen that. Or felt it before.
You're connected to it. We all are.
Larry. About Lisa.
Dude, you don't need to say anything. I know.
But
It's okay, seriously. All of their souls would have been destroyed.
I'm glad your soul didn't dissolve in the void.
Not yet, at least. Though Todd was right about the whole second death thing. Souls fade into the void and become nothing. It sounds brutally final, but I didn't learn much beyond that.
Do you know how we can save Todd?
I think I can get him out. I'm surprised he's lasted this long.
He always had a strong will.
Oh, I have something for you. I found it in the void. Leave Todd to me. You need to hold back the shadows. They're starting to seep in.
Okay. Be careful.
You too. They're here. Eat my ass, you red-eyed bitch.
I won't let you do this!
Your betrayal is not surprising. You always were a disappointment.
The feeling is mutual, you fucking prick!
You know you can't stop this, son.
Travis!
Ashley, get out of here. Now.
It can't end like this. We have to. I have to.
I got you, Todd. Hold on, buddy.
We are everlasting.
The creator of all things decays in our bowels. Its power is surging through our veins.
I don't believe you!
A broken soul resisting what is inevitable. Yet we are eternal and have surpassed God Himself. You will soon become one of the endless. We are the final stage of all humanity.
I will never join you!
Todd? Hey, are you okay? Larry!
It's good to see you, Ash. I, like the new look.
When did you get so old?
It's a long story. When did you get all glowy?
Long story.
It's over. We did it.
Why does it feel so bad? Are you sure it's over?
Seems like it. But I just...
Todd, you're alive.
Where? What happened?
I think we stopped them.
I'm glad you're okay, dude.
Good to have you back, Todd. We'll fill you in on the details later, after we get you patched up. There's a lot to talk about.
I just want you all to know how much you mean to me. I love you guys so much. I was lucky to know you. I'm glad I got to see you all again.
We love you too, Larry. Are you alright?
I'm sorry. I didn't have much time left.
Larry.
I didn't think I'd be afraid when... I just wish I had more time.
What? No! Where did he... He can't leave again. We just got him back.
Was that Larry?
Yeah. Maybe we'll see him again someday. On the other side of oblivion. If there is such a place.
Even though the group had stopped the Endless One from rising up, the Plague of Shadows destroyed 33% of the Earth's population.
It took Todd months to fully recover, yet remnants of shadows still remain within him. He's learning to keep it under control, and perhaps one day to be able to wield its power.
Sal continues to acclimate to his new drifting abilities, and has been helping Ash and Todd clean up the devastation that the shadows left behind.
No contact with Larry has been made since his disappearance. The group never gave up searching for him.